essential to every aspect of life. However, approximately 1/3 of the food produced in the world every year is lost or wasted. This is 1.3 billion tons, making it essential that this problem is recognized and addressed by the people of the world. But let's take it one step at a time. Why is food wastage a problem? Many actions and things we do every day have been contributing to food wastage. Simple actions such as buying food products in bulk because of discounts or cheaper prices may not be a smart idea, and at the end of the day, a majority of this food goes stale. Food waste occurs in retail as well. Food that is not purchased is eventually thrown out, and adding on, many people do not consider their appetite and how much they can eat before serving themselves. And unfortunately, most of this food is discarded without a second thought. But this isn't a problem in only households and retail. In the agricultural industry, wastage occurs before harvest itself. Harsh climatic conditions can harm crops, and these crops may also be contaminated with pests, rendering them invaluable to us.
On days where we have special food like a cheese grated on top or a sauce spread over, kids only take the top layer and the rest of the food might get wasted, or they don't really like to go with the food where there is no sauce left or there is no cheese in there. And we also see that when there is a special item, kids overtake in their plates and it gets wasted in their plates too.
Even if we go back to the past, food waste is still present, and the Industrial Revolution is one such example, as it led to the creation of many fast food companies. These fast food companies now play a huge role in the lives of many people, as it gives them the option of eating on the go or enjoying a meal that is hard to prepare at home. However, it is important to know that this leads to a huge amount of wasted food. Statistics show that approximately 136,000 tons of food that these fast food chains produce every year is wasted. But why are we concerned? Currently, there are 815 million people suffering from chronic hunger around the world. As we keep wasting food, more people, especially in developing countries, continue to suffer, and around 9 million people die due to hunger or hunger-related diseases every single year. And the amount of food wasted lies between $780 billion to $1 trillion a year. This amount of money is enough to feed the 8 million people who have suffered from malnutrition. According to the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization, the land devoted to producing wasted foods would be the second largest country in the world. Adding on to the causes of food wastage, overfishing has become a huge problem, and 35% of the harvested fish is wasted. This, however, only accounts for a portion of the global food waste. A large amount of food is wasted by industries. These industries discard food based on their appearance, despite it being safe for consumption. Adding on, as food is produced in bulk, it causes the amount of waste to increase by a large scale. Now, this might not matter to you, but what if we told you that food wastage can impact our health? Food waste in dump yards release methane, a greenhouse gas that can absorb 21 times more heat than carbon dioxide. Since 1750, the start of the Industrial Revolution in Britain, the amount of methane in the atmosphere has increased by 150%, and it now accounts for about 20% of the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. By wasting food, we also waste a lot of water. Approximately 3 times the volume of water in Lake Geneva is required to produce food that is wasted. 45 trillion gallons of water is wasted each year as a consequence of food waste. That is 24% of all of the water that is used for agricultural purposes. 40% of food wastage in developing countries occurs due to poor harvest. Now that we know how bad food waste can be, what can we do to minimize food wastage?
Several scientific innovations can help curb this problem. When using foods in packets or bottles, residues are left over. And scientists who have worked to make the product Liquid Glide have figured a method to use these residues. They have coated the insides of the packets or bottles with a liquid coating that is safe for consumption. This liquid coating allows the residue to flow out of the container with ease. This will approximately reduce about 1 million tons of waste every year. FoodCam is another scientific invention which can help curb food wastage. FoodCam sends a message to the phones of the people in nearby buildings and offices as soon as the leftover food is detected. And this is a great way of reducing food wastage. Adding on, the carbon dioxide and methane released by food waste can be used to generate electricity in a biogas station. A side product of this process are fertilizers, which also help in the agricultural field. Another way to minimize food wastage is by using compost to grow crops instead of artificial fertilizers. Any vegetable or fruit peel, along with other organic matter, can be used as a natural, eco-friendly fertilizer for plants and can also decompose. This allows the food wasted at home to be utilized for something good. Other scientific harvesting methods, such as mixed cropping, can help increase agricultural yield and reduce wastage. Adding on, if we avoid buying food in bulk, we can minimize the amount of food thrown away due to spoilage. Another method is the zero-waste lifestyle. The zero-waste lifestyle is the philosophy of going on with your everyday tasks with one change. You produce zero waste. This means that all the trash you normally produce is reused, so that no trash is sent to landfills or incinerators. With this lifestyle, not only food wastage is minimized, but rather all the waste that you produce.
Food waste can also be minimized by intervening at the post-production stage. Food discarded by manufacturers is accepted by food banks, who safely store this food and distribute it through food pantries and meal programs that serve people at the risk of hunger. Adding on, these manufacturers and industries do not have to worry about high transportation costs, as food can be dropped off at most local supermarkets.
We hope that these methods are soon implemented by the people of the world in order to ensure a safer future for the society, but most importantly, develop the world we live in.